Log into the Admin UI homepage, and from the drug program selection list, select the drug program you want to add a dataset to. The datasets associated with the data program are listed in the clinical study datasets below. Select the dataset you want to edit. You can see that details of the dataset are presented to the right-hand side of the list of the dataset here. Click Edit. This brings you to the clinical study setup page. The clinical study setup page has a menu on the left-hand side here, which details the steps for configuring a dataset as described in the Configure a Dataset module. Select Create Mappings to the source data. This now allows you to add data mappings for the data you want to load into React. This page displays a summary mapping table which displays all the types of data that have already been mapped, and if the data source, the data file, has been loaded into React, that's also presented here. On the right hand side there's a checklist which allows you to establish the data types that have been loaded into React. These are divided into groups, so you have mandatory patient information, oncology specific information, respiratory, CV specific, optional, and PK biomarkers and safety information. As you start to map and load the data into Admin UI, the green icons represent data that has been mapped to a minimum acceptable level. If you are in the progress of mapping data, that will be represented as amber, and the red icon represents data not yet mapped into Admin UI. The minimum requirement for data load is that the mandatory patient information, demography, patient visit schedule, and drug dose must be mapped and loaded into Admin UI for visualization in the Analytics component VA Hub.